What's up, everybody? I'm going to start taking out packs. Prizm Player Break Blasters. Number 111, our bounty. If we hit a manga and you have that manga spotted, it's going to get you $5,750. So good luck. Jamie, let me know when you send, Jamie. Oh, sorry, you send PayPal, yeah, Jamie? Or did you send Blez Bucks? Sorry, we don't have access to. I know it's been a minute, probably. We don't have access to PayPal. My bad, Jamie. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, we have to. We're supposed to discourage everybody from doing it because we don't have the access from it because of two-factor authentication. Like that, we're not supposed to. But obviously, if I have if Esplez or if Derek them is here, which this early in the morning they're not here, it's not a problem because I can just shoot them a text. I trust you though. I know you. I've known you long enough. All right. It does not, Todd. It's not showing up on my side, Todd. It has to actually be in the checkout portion. That's when we're able to see it in somebody's cart, and it's usually when we see it in someone's cart, it's usually less than like a 10-second ordeal. Because either by the time I see it in your cart, within 10-15 seconds, usually the payment goes through. Yeah. Jamie, there's a lot that's changed, brother, man. I know it's been a minute since I've seen you. I know that there has been a million things that's changed. Let me tell you, there's been a million things. So I have Brewbaker. It's been almost 1 year since I pulled one. Let me see, Jamie. Let's see. When's the last time you had in? So obviously with Scott them and stuff, Scott got the access, so it's no problem. But yeah, so everybody plays. Yes, Todd, it usually does drop off. Yes, it does. It may take, depending between your bank and PayPal, sometimes if it shows that it takes out, usually within 24 hours, usually it drops right off. Most times faster. I've heard of cases where it took a couple of business days for it to drop off, but it will drop off because you did not get charged. You don't have an order number tied to being charged on my side, so there's nothing I can see. Unfortunately, that's a PayPal question, though. This whole manga ordeal. SoCal, no. What's up? What is the manga ordeal? But yeah, Jamie, a lot of things have changed out. So before, PayPal used to let us just sign in, no problem. Now it sends a text message to Scott's phone. And I'm assuming it's just, for safety. I understand it. So everybody's been using Blez Bucks now so that they get their points. That way they don't miss out on their 1% points. And yeah, that's about it, really. At least for that portion. Oh, very simple, Jimmy. Very simple. I'll show you real quick. So, yeah, trust me. You get 1%. If you're telling me you're somebody that I'm just gonna use this as a baseline, you spend $1,000 a week. That's $10 a week. You're gonna get back in Blez Bucks credits. Honestly, for me, that's worth it. Obviously, you use the bigger numbers, so. And a daily value, not a weekly value. Yeah, so what you do, Jamie? In the future. I'm trying to be a gentleman here. I'm trying to let you down a little easy here. So what you do in the future? You just go to the website. You just go to the website, and then right on the top of the website, or even on a mobile device, you know where you go to buy your breaks. You just click here on BlezBucks, and then all you do on the BlezBucks section, if like in this case you owe me $20, you just type in 20 BlezBucks. You add the 20 BlezBucks into your cart, and then you go to your cart, and then boom. You obviously you can't see it right now, but BlezBucks 20 BlezBucks gonna cost you $20. Now you just check out like normal. You can still use your PayPal. You can still use Venmo, credit cards, debit cards, vice versa. And then it sends $20 to us. Just like you're buying a team from the store. No difference. Super simple. It might take you like an extra 30 seconds, 45 seconds, because you got to go to our website instead of just opening the PayPal app. Like that. Yeah, super simple, super simple. What happened was about 2 years ago, if you recall, it was roughly about 2 years, maybe a year and a half to 2 years ago. What's up, Milla? What ended up happening was that we started to get the two-factor authentication. So we would put in the information needed to log in and the passwords, and then it would say, oh, sorry, we're going to send you a text message. And then now we're stuck on that page, and then we weren't able to verify payments. And there was a couple people, unfortunately, that took advantage of that. So we had to tell everybody go to BlezBucks. And they would say things like, oh, I thought I sent, it said I sent, and, we hear every excuse in a book, honestly, like, it's like, okay, all right, like, we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt, but still, like, it makes you as a person look sketchy. It was actually a couple people, I won't front, it was a couple people. Was a couple people. Yeah. Milla, it's funny. Yeah, of course. I was just thinking about him yesterday. Mr. Card Sharks and Share Bear. And you know what? I think you should. There is certain customers that honestly deserve to just be. There is certain employees that deserve to be downgraded to a customer. And there is just certain customers where you shouldn't accept their business. You're absolutely correct. The customers that do give you a hard time, the dishonest ones, the ones that are not understanding. And obviously, and you know what? Obviously, there's other times where there's customers who actually give a shit about your business and give you valuable input. That sometimes I think business owners, including even myself, honestly, I've fallen for this. I've fallen for a point where I'm kind of like, you know what? Hey, this customer, like, he's an asshole. I don't like him. He's so insistent every time he has something to say. But when I really took a step back, sometimes I'm like, oh shit, I kind of wish I did listen. Like, so I've fallen for both sides. I've fallen on the sword, and I've had the sword put through me, if you will. Yeah, Milla, that was sad. Share Bear. Hopefully there wasn't any true, but the crazy part is we've never seen Share Bear, and we've never seen Mr. Card Shark since the incident. Nor have we seen Fickle. Nor have we seen poor Ken Fickle. Poor Fickle. I want to hit this freaking bounty. That'd be very nice. Let's hit the bounty. SoCal, you out there? I'm curious to know. We were supposed to have a discussion. What manga? What things were we talking about with Bobo? Very curious. I guess my bigger question is okay. So he's gonna bring it up with Esplez and Derek, and then what? Like what? And then like I guess my question is it's not our fault that a manga didn't come out. Not being defensive, but like let's call a spade here. Okay. So here's my bigger question, I guess. Here's my bigger question. What is a good solution? I have a great solution. Actually, I kind of already think I know where this is gonna go, but what would be a good solution? I do think it's ridiculous. Please don't get me wrong. I'm on your side on that. Just sell it by the teams. Okay, so we used to sell it by the teams. We used to. Problem is it's gonna sit. And selling it by the teams doesn't really like solve the issue that it's been 100 cases since we've seen a manga. Now here is the other portion to this, and again I'll speak for this because I'm gonna make sure somebody's gonna hit this damn manga. I'll make sure of it. Excuse me, I'll make sure somebody hits the bounty, I should say. This bounty isn't gonna go away. We're not gonna just, or I'm personally not just gonna take it away if it doesn't hit. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll transfer it. In my opinion, it will go to like a 1-of-1 spot or something like that. But there's no way that any of us could have predicted it went this crazy, this far. And we still haven't hit one. Honestly, like that is the crazy part, yeah. But that's not true. That's not a fact. The illusion that someone will hit a bounty, that's like saying that these boxes doesn't say that there's not a manga shot, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody would have guessed. Honestly, I just don't think anybody would have guessed it would have went this crazy. The cool part is I can't wait for somebody to finally hit this damn bounty. Because they're going to be beyond paid. Yeah, I'm just saying like I'm just over here, you know, Blez wouldn't offer. I mean, you know, I'm going to protect the business, but I'll keep it real, you know. That's why I'm welcoming the conversation. I'm not like avoiding the conversation, you know what I mean? I get, yeah, and you know what? I get that. But like SoCal, you were here. You were here last year when I was here. I hit the Sublime in case number 1, pick your team. I hit the Isaiah Collier and pick your team number 2. And then we did like 20 or 30 cases and we didn't hit no mangas. And then I did how many cases of megas? Like 15, 20 cases of megas. We didn't hit a manga. I didn't do a lot of the over-the-counter retail boxes from this past year. But again, we did not hit a manga. Like, so even before this, even before we started offering the bounty, we were still approximately, again, somebody going to have to go do research on this. We were still about 30, 40 cases deep in different formats, and I didn't hit a manga. Because we did offer the mega boxes. We did do the international and the China, but those weren't, those don't have mangas, so. But we offered the megas. We did the blasters. So that's all I'm trying to say. Yeah. Yeah. No. So I'm specifically talking about the bounty. That's all. I know you've been here before me. I know that for a fact. That's easy. All I'm trying to say is like just related specifically to this particular break. But yeah, like honestly, I just don't know what Bobo can do, and I'm not talking smack on Bobo or anything else, but I don't know what else they would do. Because in my opinion, what would be the right cause? The only thing I could think of, in my opinion, that makes sense would be to transfer the bounty to another SKU. That to me makes sense. But then you're gonna have people that's gonna say, "Oh, I bought the manga spots in ABCD breaks and blah blah blah." Like you're gonna have all of that. Oh damn, disaster! Disaster! Oh well. They're all bold. I'll just do that. Hate blasters, bold. It's gonna be all over the place. But yeah, serious. Like I don't know the correct answer. I know what my answer would be though. My answer would be I would transfer these bounties. I would just transfer it to like something like a Topps Chrome. But here's my problem with Topps Chrome. I'm almost out. So, gonna have to figure all of that out, unfortunately. This is a disaster. These cards are beyond. This is the most bold case I've ever had so far. There you go. Yeah, beyond messy. No, I'm down with it, SoCal. I'm not putting it on Bobo. I was just saying like, so do a parallel or a team. So, like, let's talk about it. I can't do a parallel on this break because I'm gonna have how many parallels? If I eliminated all these manga spots, it'd be like a 10-spot break, and the manga spots wouldn't be able to, quote unquote, be a parallel because they would guarantee get the bounty. So I can't do a parallel here. Team would be the only other option. But then I would basically have to charge $100 for the Lakers, $150 for the Lakers, $100 for the Bucks, $80 for, the Timberwolves, $75 for the Wizards. And honestly, I can't see anybody paying that either. Just being honest. Team would be the best option, but then think about who's going to buy the spots. And now who's going to buy the Brooklyn Nets? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who's going to buy the Brooklyn Nets for $4, $5? So I'm going to have to overcharge the team with the mangas and then charge nothing for the Nets. Or charge nothing for the Hawks. Or not the Hawks, excuse me, because they have Ricochet. I'm just, yeah. Yeah, the only other way would be a random team. And now it would be, whatever it is. $28, $30 a spot. Whatever it is. Whatever these pricing come out. So that's all I'm trying to say. Like, I'm trying to have a productive conversation on the matter. So $2 breaks of Topps Chrome spot sell for around these prices. Right. But they, yeah, that's yeah. We're talking about hobbies with guaranteed autos, which this case will have a guaranteed auto, and we have the one of one opportunities, which we don't have in this. So it's kind of like it's tough, you know. Again, I'm trying to listen. Like I'm trying to be open minded on the matter, but trust me, I don't go home every day thinking to myself, okay, well I just hose them, fuck it, you know. Tomorrow's tomorrow. I don't ever go home thinking that. So I'm definitely trying to find a productive and strong way to give you guys value. Like, I'm not afraid to talk about things, guys. Like, let's talk about it. What's up, KJ? It's progressing. Best way to know if it's gonna go, KJ. I know you're fairly newer to our side, at least from what I can tell. Every break in my store or in any of our stores, we're gonna push, so long as it's reasonable. Cooper Flag did come off, so your big spot came off. I still got a couple of the elite spots there, but it is getting quite closer. I'm so sorry, brother. I am beyond confused, SoCal. You're confusing me, my friend. We're talking about 24-25 blasters, my friend. We're talking about Matosh rookie here, and sorry, am I missing something? I'm very confused now. I could transfer it to something like those blasters or those hangers. What I'm telling you is the problem is I got like 6 cases, 7 cases total of each product. So I will run out of those cases. This product, I got like 30 cases left, something to that degree, maybe more than that. So I apologize if I'm missing something here. I don't think I am. I'll tell you this much, Miller. We could switch, but I don't have any megas. Megas are gonna cost a shit ton more. Probably the break's gonna go up in price by, call it, 2.5x. The reason why we did the blasters was because it was cheaper. You know what I mean? I'm down, guys. I could do so many different things. I don't have any megas on me. I would have to see if distribution has any. I don't recall seeing, but I don't remember looking either. But yeah, if the collectors want to, nice Filipowski on the ice. If the collectors want to, if you guys want to do it that route, I could see what I could do for sure. But it's just gonna be hella more expensive. So kind of up to you guys what you want to do. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, we don't do cellos on this side, KJ. Cellos are fun, don't get me wrong, but random player, yeah, that could, but random players didn't really go well. Like on our Topps Chrome Blasters, we had them for $15. I got off one random player. $15. In a product that has one of ones, guaranteed autos, and guaranteed SSPs. It took us like a week to fill. Oh my God. Green of a toss. Again, I don't mind if it takes forever to fill. I just don't want people to get mad at me. Because then the next complaint's going to be, oh, why are we not pushing this? Why are we not pushing that? And I'm going to tell you, it's not close. It did not have a $6,000 bounty. Crowder. It did not have a $6,000 bounty. It did not. You are correct. It did not have a $6,000 bounty. It's a good conversation, though. I enjoy the conversation. Trust me. Come on, we got to heat up on these blasters here. The silver on the green. Connect. But anyway. What happened to the sapphire boxes? Did they do it on the main channel? Is that what happened? Yeah, you know what? Honestly, nobody... I mean, that's another good example. Everybody asked for sapphire over here. The majority of the people that asked for sapphire on this channel was the people buying the $2, $3 spots. So that's another great example of people talking, saying they want to see something, but then they're gonna spend $5 on spots, which that doesn't work. Did it go to the main channel? Who's there? What's up, DDC? Yeah, for the megas is what you're saying. Yeah, of course. But here's the truth, Mila. Here's the truth. And again, somebody talk to me if there's a good I'm hearing a lot of could have, should haves, possiblies. Like, let's find a solution, guys. Like, let's talk about it. Mila is trying to give a productive answer. So, Mila, same thing. I'm going to ask you the exact same questions. Right? So, we're going to basically do the exact same thing with megas. I got, like, call it 30 cases of these blasters, right? I got, like, 30, maybe, call it. Something to that degree. Maybe 40, maybe 25. The solution would be to hit a manga. Unfortunately, I can't promise that, Rainy Harry. I like what Mila said, and I'm down. If we do, for example, the way I'm looking at it, if I have 30 cases left, by the time I'm down to about 10 cases, 12 cases left, yes, I could absolutely transition everything into a mega. We would have to reorder, make sure that our distribution has, and we could easily do it that way. Then it would go, what is the mega exclusives? Forget the mega exclusives already. So I would be down for that. What's up, Tree City? Wow, what's up, Mike? Long time no see. We could do that, but you're going to see a similar, or you're going to see the exact same list here. The bigger problem being, or at least that I can see, you're going to see a similar list that you see right now on our blasters, and you're going to see an increase, Matas isn't going to be $30. Matas is now going to be $80. Bridges. Shea, Luca, they're not going to be $50. Instead, they're going to be $125, you know, or what. Again, I'm just throwing out numbers here, obviously. Green of Luca, speaking of Lucas. Oh, yeah, pink ice. Yeah, pink ice. Yeah, you're right, pink ice. The pink ice spot's going to be hella expensive, too. There would be pink ice. There would be green. There'd be base and silver autos. Let me think. There would be... I think that's actually it. If I'm not mistaken. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. I don't know if that is the solving the answer, because then people are just gonna get upset that they're paying twice the cost of what they're paying now. Again, maybe it's the solution. I'm trying not to sugarcoat it, but yeah. Oh, sorry. You know what? Maybe I did, Mila. Damn it, I can't read what you said now. Hold on, let me. I still feel like we could do a hybrid player and parallel. Turn the manga spots into player spots. Turn parallels into others green, others silvers. I think I don't understand fully what you're saying, because it sounds, at least how I'm reading it, it sounds like how we're doing it now. So keep your player spots as the mangas, which is correct. We would have to do that. That would be for the bounty chasers. Others green, others silvers. I think that's maybe where I got lost on it, Mila. You know, I'm not gonna lie, this case was a freaking weak case. Oh, I see. Okay. Clinging silver. That's not a bad idea. Nice Cody Williams on the red. So basically, you're saying to split the mangas and the player spots, and then everything else have the exact same thing. Is that correct? So in other words, I'm basically going to double. So how many manga spots are there? 3, 6, 9, 12. What is that, like 16, 18 manga spots? So basically, I would double the manga spots, right? One side be the manga, one side be the colors, and then keep the rest of the spots as the same. I get what you're saying. Rainieri explained it pretty good. Either that, or you're saying just to give the manga spots more shots. I think that's maybe what you're saying. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so I misread it. Okay, I did misread it. Got it. So keep everything the same, but in other words, just give the manga spots a little bit more. Give the parallels along with the mangas to those specific players, and then everything else. Not a I mean, it's not a terrible idea. I like it, and let me tell you my reserves on it. That exactly. That was gonna be. That's exactly where I'm coming from, right here. The biggest problem is, like, for example, the silver LeBron, right? The silver LeBron chalk toss from this particular set. I think in a PSA 10, somebody correct me if I'm wrong here. I think it's a $400 or $500 card. So yeah, you take that away from the ice spot. Now you're gonna have the ice spot, the silver spots, the green spots that sit. Shea on the ice. Which, yep. You would need guys like McCain. You would need guys like, oh yeah, McCain doesn't have a manga. That's right. But then yeah, so I mean, essentially, the LeBron spot, the Matas spot would then again increase in price. Honestly, you know what wouldn't be a bad idea is kind of like what Wells was saying. If I just ran the break the same way like right now, but then we just do like a random. I like doing a lot of randoms on this page because it's different from the main page. Like, I don't know who put it in there, but somebody put a 3-box Topps Chrome Hobby with the NBA store boxes that I'm using. Like, now that honestly, now I think this might be the last 2 box you guys see. So like, I'm really like running out of options on what I can give you guys right now. It's pretty stressful. Yeah, that's fine. I could reprice it if that makes it fun for you guys. I'm down. Here's an auto. Good luck. I enjoyed a good conversations, guys. I do. Ooh, it's a nice auto. How about a rookie penmanship auto of Terrence Shannon for the base auto spot and Mr. Steven? That's our first TSJ. That's pretty sick. At least our auto was good from the case. That is a rarity. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to just hit a bounty right now and then just, be like, all right, done. Yeah, case killer. Steph on the ice. No, I appreciate the good conversation, guys. I hope nobody thinks I'm being like overly defensive or anything like that. I'm literally trying to play devil's advocate so we have a solid foundation. What's up, Jakey? That's the thing. I mean, Dillingham, TSJ. But again, kind of good, right? When people play bad. Sometimes that's like the best time to attack. Dillingham. Dillingham. I'll tell you this much. You know who I really don't like from this class? I actually don't care for Reed Shepard, if you want me to be honest with you. Every time I see Shepard come in, every time, even from the beginning of the season, it feels like he doesn't have that feel out there. Like I see him get the ball, 13 seconds left on the shot clock, he just gets to the 3-point line. Fire, air ball. Like I was watching him on the Rockets versus who did they play this weekend? Rockets versus the Knicks. Fucking he comes out late first period, gets the ball. First thing he does, runs to the 3-point line. Fire, air ball. Got a blue seismic of Antonio Reeves. We actually had a lot of rookies. Yeah, I mean, fuck. Durant was what? Durant was. Do I know about what? Tree City, do I know about what? Yeah, KD was like 0 for 8, 0 for 9. Couldn't hit anything in the... He couldn't hit any of his mid-range shot. He couldn't hit shit. I think he finally hit like a little lob. I like the young kids. Tree City, I do not know what anybody's talking about. Not a great case on this one, guys, on 111. I'm sorry. Jamie, thank you for the kill. Good autos and actually good color. That's tough. I mean, Amen seems like Amen just seems, I don't want to say like the ball hog, if you will, but he makes it happen. He definitely makes it happen. I don't watch the Rockets all too much. I mean, fuck, let's be honest. I haven't really kept up. Terrence Shannon. And that was the break on Prizm Blaster 111. Number 112 is in the store, guys. The bounty's now at $5,800, guys. Thank you, everyone. I don't know. Shepard, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a fan of Shepard.